Hello Pisces, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Pisces for the next 3 months. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, Pisces, let's go ahead and get a shuffle in here. Now this reading will cover January, February, and March of 2024. So quarter one of the year here, and I'm hoping this year starts off with a bang for you, Pisces. Now I'm using the Astro Matrix deck. This is the first set of readings I've used this deck for, and I'm really liking it. All of the decks I use are linked in the description below if you're curious. Now on the Astro front, we have a lot going on here in the next 3 months. Jupiter is direct. It's been direct since the end of the last year of 2023. We've got Uranus going direct in January, and then the big one is Pluto moves into Aquarius. It will retrograde back into Capricorn at some point this year, and then it will eventually move into Aquarius for the next 19 years, Pisces. So that's going to be a big one for a lot of people. All right, let me go ahead and take 1, 2, 3 cards that we'll use to clarify as we move along. Energy on the bottom, you have the King of Pentacles. So look at this person. They are abundant. They are filled and surrounded by prosperity and fertility in their lives. You can see all of the bushes here around them. They've got the fruit on their clothing. Fruit in the tarot can indicate fertility and prosperity being provided for. It can indicate harvests in the tarot. And the King of Pentacles is really somebody who is all about the best laid plans. This person is the first one to come into work and the last one to leave. And this is all about hard work and generating major profits and major abundance in your life through healthy habits, solid routines, and putting in large effort and large amounts of work. This can indicate an earth sign in your life. But what I like here for you is that you have this on the bottom, which means you are ready to dig in and do the work. If you have had dips in income last year, Pisces, I love this reading for you. I love how this first 3 months starts off for you, as we also have this Ace of Pentacles. But the big thing, let's just start to get an overview of the reading here. The big thing is we've got this Tower and Judgment. We're going to talk a lot about this combination and the Death card. Wow. We're going to talk a lot about this combination, this 3-card combination here, because you are undergoing an extreme spiritual awakening. You have an insane 3-card combination here that is going to blow everything in your life wide open. Pisces. This cannot be understated at all. Whatever, you're going to end March a completely different person, Pisces. I have not had this combination of cards in a very long time in doing readings. And this talks about some sort of spiritual epiphany or awakening. So we're going to get into this. Let's dive deeper into the reading. Now, in the current situation, you have the Queen of Cups. This is therapist energy. The Queen of Cups is the classic therapist in the tarot. This is somebody who's got a really keen foresight or insight into other people's life. This is a highly, highly empathetic person. And typically when Queen of Cups arrive or show up in our lives, these are people that can really help us feel comforted, feel nurtured, and maybe even help us out emotionally, like a really good therapist in our lives. But the Queen of Cups here is you, in my opinion, in this reading. I'm very much viewing this as you here, Pisces. This reading is all about you. You are at the forefront. You are you are center stage here. This next 3 months, it's about Pisces. It's about Pisces. It's not about other people. And it's almost like I'm seeing these like threads or strings here that are coming in that are all connecting here to this Queen of Cups. And it's sort of like what you're putting out is what you're getting, right? Obviously, is almost always the case in life. But this reading is about dealing with the outcomes of your actions, I think, and probably something that's been festering or manifesting here in the past, we're going to talk about this, is coming to the forefront here over the next 3 months. This is probably connected. This could really, really be connected to any area of life in a reading like this, because it seems like you're undergoing major, major upgrades and changes and transformations here. But this is, for many people, I think you're going to really connect on the career and financial front of this reading, and probably something connected to transformations or changes in career or what you do for work. That would not be surprising to me. In the problem position, you have the Nine of Wands. Have you given up recently, Pisces? Are you ready to throw in the towel? I don't like the Nine of Wands in the problem position, because what this person is doing in a more positive position is that this person's digging in and doing the hard work and fighting for what they know is right for them. But in a problem position, we could say in a reversed position, this person's letting everything fall out. This person's throwing in the towel. And so the cards here, this is a vibe check for you, Pisces. This is a strong spiritual vibe check for you. It's not time to give up. It's not time to throw it in. It's not time to throw in the towel. It's time to keep going forward. Now, if we look at like the energy of Pluto, sometimes we have to allow things to be destroyed in our life so that we can rebuild and that we can move into a path that's probably going to be better for us. And I say that because we've got this huge Pluto energy here as we start off the month. And then, as we progress throughout the year, we've got lots of stuff happening that doesn't happen very often, only every 19, 20 years or so. And for you, you may see something destroyed here in your life. And I'm going to say this, I have to say it. I feel like if I wouldn't be doing my job if I'm not saying this. This is because of some type of action you've taken in the past, or there's been something that you've put on the back burner for quite a long time that has needed to be addressed. And the universe is giving you a strong vibe check here. Okay, Pisces, like for real. So the reason I'm saying this is because in the past, you have the Devil. Okay, so you've got big, big, big cards here. This is like the biggest reading I've done since I've been back here recently in tarot. The Devil is something we know is not good for us, that we have to drop. It is the addictive tendencies, the things that are not serving us, the problems that we have in our lives. A more positive note of the Devil is that it can talk about like power and control, right? And so is it good to have control over your situation? Of course, it's great to have control over your situation. So I think a silver lining is you've been in the driver's seat for a long time, Pisces. You've been steering the ship here for a long time to get the Devil here in the past, if I'm looking at a silver lining. But there is something that you've been doing here for some time that you shouldn't be doing. I got to call it like I see it. That's what the cards are saying here with the Devil in the past. And it's almost like some of you are ready to just throw in the towel with the Nine of Wands. This is a serious reading. And I'm really going to be curious to see what these three clarifiers are for you, because right now it's not exactly clear to me what area of life this is, but my intuition is saying that this is connected to your career or your financial situation in some way, as we've started off the reading with the King of Pentacles. In the future position, you have a rebirth with the Judgment card. You can see the phoenix rising from the ashes here. The Judgment card's a huge, huge card, indicating spiritual energy in the tarot. It's also a card associated with Pluto, as you can see here in the lower row. Pluto, the Plutonic energy is really heavy in this reading. And I'm feeling like this is why I've been guided to say that something is being destroyed and eventually rebuilt for you. The Judgment card is about epiphanies, spiritual awakenings, spiritual insight. I would also say, I always kind of have this feeling of wanting to guide people to take it easy, especially when you get something like the Queen of Wands. But this reading is sort of like, nope, this is a vibe check. This is you needing to not take your foot off the gas pedal. This is you needing to step it up a gear, shift the gear a bit here. I'm a bit at a loss for words because it's rare to find this much power in a reading with the Devil, the Tower, and the Death card. So what could this be around? What could this spiritual epiphany be around? Or what could this awakening be around? You've got the Ace of Pentacles in the upper row. The Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning in your financial situation. This is seeds energy, planting seeds. This is in your mind. This is in the row of your mind, in your conscious, what you're aware of. You're ready to lay new plans out for yourself. You're ready to build new foundations for yourself. I think some of you are ready to destroy everything and burn everything down because it's not working for you, Pisces. This is a reading that doesn't necessarily follow my usual extremely positive energy, but this is what's coming forward to me as the reader to kind of display to you here, which this is sort of like a serious, this is a serious reading in that like, this is a gut check, this is a vibe check, this is spirit saying, all right, if you're not going to make these changes, it's going to happen type deal. I would say continue planting these seeds. I do think you have a new idea in your life that you've been sort of going back and forth on. You've been thinking a lot about, you've been ruminating on this new idea here. With the Devil in the past, it's possible that you've taken no action on this. I think the most positive way I can spin this reading is the King of Pentacles about laying the plans, laying the foundation, as I've talked about. With the Devil in the past and the Queen of Cups here, meaning more passive, some of you have this idea, but you haven't done anything with it. Like you have like a, let's just say you have $1 million idea. You know it's a big idea. You know this could be very, very positive for you. You know this could be really good for you, but you haven't done anything. And with the Nine of Wands in the problem position, you're still continuing to not do anything. So in the next 3 months, I would challenge you as your reader to do something about it. You're in the steering wheel. You're in the driver's seat. You've got your hands on the steering wheel. It's up to you where you go. What you can't see coming is the Tower. This is an energy of Mars. This is about seeing something fall out so that you can pursue the next card, which is the Star. The Star comes after the Tower. The Star is a fulfillment of your wish. With the Judgment in the Tower card, that's a spiritual awakening. It's a strong, I've always said that as I've been reading tarot for like 3 years now on YouTube, but for more or less. This is like a spiritual clap. Lightning, thunder, epiphanies, awakenings with the Tower and the Judgment card. And when you see the Tower in a position of like the unconscious or the hidden, it can be quite jarring. This is probably also why the Queen of Cups there is in the center of the reading. I do think that's you in this reading. You're at the center here. You're at the center of your universe here. But as this situation starts to fall out or change here or transform here, you're being called to take it easy on yourself and do the things you need to do, plant these seeds, get started on this thing, but also don't like punish yourself too hard. Yeah, you may have made a tough choice or a challenging choice, or you may have had a period of inactivity or inaction. Oh well, you're human. Keep moving forward. In the direction that you are headed, as we move forward here, in your influence, the way that you're influencing the situation, you've got the Three of Cups. It's like Three of Cups is like party time, you know? It's really good vibes, good times with other people, celebrations, joy, happiness. Are you in that energy too much? Too much of anything becomes eventually too much. I can say that from personal experience for sure. And I take that message in this reading because of everything else we've seen here. It's great to have a really good community of people. It's great to really enjoy your time with your friends and celebrate life. But there's something else that's happening in the background here that needs your attention. And that's what this reading is all about, in my opinion. In the external influence, you've got the Death card, another extremely powerful card. You're getting hit pretty hard here in this reading. The Death card is butterfly energy. It's a transformative energy. It's going from the butterfly to the caterpillar. This is Kalima on the card, the Hindu goddess. She is the destroyer of fear. She is also a destroyer in the tarot, or in spiritual texts and knowledge. What are you being called on to destroy at this time? And that doesn't mean that you have to like hurt somebody or whatever, or hurt yourself. That's certainly not what I'm saying. But there's an aspect of your life here that you are looking, that is being burned down right now, that is being destroyed here with the Death card. It's not death and dying. It's transforming yourself into a new you. People are not going to like this reading, but it is what it is. I gotta Got to throw the message out here for you, Pisces. In your hopes and fears, you've got the Ten of Wands. It's almost like some of you are not putting in the work here. As you have the Nine of Wands in the problem position, and then this Ten of Wands in the hopes and fears, like you see a pile of work. You see a mountain of paperwork, a mountain of documents, a mountain of, mail that you haven't sorted through. You know that this new idea is really good for you, but you also know that it comes with a whole lot of work. And what I would suggest to you is that there is some treasure at the end of the rainbow here for you if you decide that you want to dig in and do this and follow this really abundant path with this Ace of Pentacles in this upper row, in the row of your thoughts, as well as the King of Pentacles on the bottom. But the Ten of Wands quite literally suggests hard work. And that there's some more, there's a ways to go when you get the Ten of Wands. The outcome is the moon here. This can be you, as you see the Pisces symbol here on the bottom. Yeah, I think in this case, we started with you, with the Queen of Cups. It all started with you. You're at the center of your universe here, and the outcome is also you. Yeah, everything's on your shoulders here, Pisces. It's possible that some of you want to... I'm a fan of lists. I make lists. Some of you might quite literally want to break out a spreadsheet or like just a pen and paper and just like, this is what I have. I need to visualize everything that's on my plate right now, so you can start to pick through one by one, line by line, row by row. And yeah, there's an illumination here that's being called on for you. You need to illuminate something in your life, or the universe is going to do it for you with the Tower and the what you can't see, with the Judgment in the future. That's like lightning. Let's see what these three cards are to clarify. I love this for you. You've got the Knight of Wands, you've got the Six of Pentacles, and you have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is like taking a bird's eye view on your situation, taking a look at everything in front of you, and setting out on a new venture. You can see they have their backpack on, and they're taking a look at the ships either sailing in or sailing away, and they're potentially deciding to go somewhere new. You've got these two energies here of travel with the Knight of Wands and the Three of Wands. The Knight of Wands is probably the biggest travel card in the tarot. This can talk about you quite literally getting a house move, or like, I'll share with you a personal story. Like when I decided to move to Denver, Colorado, that was completely across the country for me. I grew up on the East Coast, and I kept getting the Knight of Wands, Knight of Wands, Knight of Wands. I ended up moving to Denver, starting this YouTube channel, and the rest was history for me. And I've been on YouTube for 3 years now. I have another YouTube channel as well that's doing okay. And so the point that I'm saying here is sometimes we do have to burn things down. You know, in my personal life, I burned everything down. I put everything I could fit in my SUV, and I moved across the country, and it really, really, really worked out for me. And you have this Six of Pentacles here, which is like, there's something about giving here. This is the flow of energy in your life. This is giving and receiving energy, things coming in, things going out. It's time to like really, really lay some plans here for your future, Pisces. Let's go ahead and get the Kipper messages for you here. This is the deepest reading I've done, maybe ever. Let's see here. Okay, let me split the deck here. Okay, so you've got Judication, Despair, and Privileged Lady to start this off so far. Yeah, it's like judgment time here. You know, you've got the Judgment card, you've got Judication, you've got Devil, you've got Tower, the Death card, heavy energies. And it's almost like some of you are trying to see the way through here with this Despair energy. I'm not seeing what's picking, I'm not picking much up from this Privileged Lady. Other than I think the universe is going to reveal something to you that you need to hear or you need to see. You've got the High Honor card, which I love that for you. It can suggest that you have career accolades, that people really enjoy working with you. You've got the Message card, and you've got the Courtship card with the Thief. Oh, geez. And then the Mature Man. It's possible that this whole thing is like changes in relationships as well. I said that this could be any area of your life, and I do firmly believe that in a reading like this. Some of you are feeling a little bit, it's possible that you're like dealing with the fallout of like a cheating situation. This isn't going to be for every Pisces here, but with the Devil in the past, that can be a card heavily traditionally in the tarot associated with cheating. With the Thief, the Privileged Lady courtship, and despair, it's possible here that some of you could have been dealing with that, and now you're kind of like, oh gosh, I need to really emotionally and spiritually deal with this, and like take a moment to really like step back and look at this situation for what it is. There's also a situation here where someone quite literally might have just hurt you or didn't have their best interest at hand for you, and like now it's time for you to let go of that and recognize that the past is the past and that there is this abundant future for you. But it's all about, I think, burning something down, or something was destroyed here. Let's see what else we have in these. Gosh, this energy is heavy, isn't it? You can probably feel it. You've got the Sun, enjoy success and happiness. Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. And then Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. Well, that's your card. I've been saying that in the whole reading here, which is it's time to lay some plans out for yourself, okay? And recognize that, you know, the generosity of others is not in our control, which is seen with the Six of Pentacles, but we can be as generous with ourselves as we want to be. Sun is, of course, a card you want to see. The Sun in the tarot is like the best card to get, and if this Oracle deck borrows themes from traditional tarot cards. And so you definitely want to see that. There is success on the other side of this, but I think there's a radical change here. It's possible that some of you have been dealing with grief with this Elder card, or that there is, as this says, move beyond ancestral patterns. There's an ancestral pattern or a family programming that you are looking to undo. Well, if you're still here, you're a real one. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this reading. This is the deepest reading I've done. Really appreciate your time, and I'll most certainly be talking to you again soon.